down.
I'm not into making speeches, but someone bet me big bucks that I wouldn't get up here and say something for 2 minutes. So please help me out here. I need to win this. I just couldn't pass up that opportunity. Those of you that know me well know better.
Clock's running.
All right. I think I actually felt that age 50 bump this morning that people talk about. Turns out others in the house felt it too. Then they found me on the floor next to the bed. Thank you, they're good. When Raquel and I decided to have this get together, the idea was to invite friends and family that one way or another have had a special meaning in my life, and you are one of them. Our group tonight is roughly a 50-50 split between friends and family. Taking a close look at my family, I realize we can all feel safe. Turns out about 80% of the family are cops. Warning to all, if you're not a cop, then you may be a suspect. First, I'd like to mention the two where it all began. Mom and Dad, where are they? Thank you for being such great parents. Next, my favorite and best sister in the whole world, Sarah. Sister Sarah is the first person ever to beat me up. Sister Sarah has also been there for me when it really counted. Where's she?
Right here.
Last but not least is the best brother ever. Officially Gabriel, better known as Gabby, but also known as Bola de Humo. Let's see here. Gabby has also always been there when it really counted. I'd like to take the opportunity to acknowledge some friends. I know I probably have stories about each of you, family and friends, but in the essence of time, I had to narrow it down. The first person I have known the longest, other than my immediate family. We met through our fathers back in 1968, when I was 5 years old. David Leary. David has been like a brother to me. I consider David the older brother I never had.
Thank you.
And I've told you that before.
Yes, you have.
I learned a great deal from David. I was also part of David's race team. I think we're in a picture there someplace. The second person I would like to acknowledge is Mr. Louis Carmona, sitting right here. I refer to Louis as Uncle Louis, and I mean it. Professionally and personally, he has been my mentor. Uncle Louis was instrumental in the career I have had for the past 30 years. Louis recently retired from the FAA at the tender age of 81. He went home, sat around for a few days, 82, Pardon me. Retired at the age of 82. Went home, sat around for a few days, decided he was too bored, went out and found another job. Currently working. I met Louis through his son Tito, who unfortunately could not make it here tonight. I walked into Louis' house, and he had an assortment of aircraft manuals sitting all over the house. And I asked him, "What is this?" He pulls out a badge, and he says, "I'm with the NTSB." I said, "What in the heck is the NTSB?" I have no idea. "I'm an aircraft accident investigator." He says, "Do you like airplanes?" I said, "Nope." He says, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yep." "How are you sure?" "I don't like airplanes." And here I am 30 years later. Goes to show what a mentor could do to you. You will always be the top person that I will always think about. Very special. All right, now we move on to 1981. First day of college, first class, English 101. I met two very important people in my life. The first one is Alex Casals. Alex, where are you? We became close friends. We hung out together every day. We did all kinds of clandestine things that I can't talk about. We were broke as college students could be, sometimes driving and having only $2 to put in the gas tank. Alex would come out of his house when we were hanging out, and he would look across the street where there was a bank. Do you remember this? And he would be staring at the bank. And I'd ask him, I said, "Alex, what are you thinking?" He says, "There's a lot of money in that bank." And he says, "And we're only across the street." He says, "I'm thinking that we can dig underground, across the street, and into that bank." And I'm looking at him going, "Oh boy." At the end of the night, when we were bored, we had nothing left to do and no money to spend, I would ask Alex, "Alex, what are we going to do?" He says, "Let's start digging." The other person that I met in there was this little lady from Nicaragua. She got my attention. She was cute, she was smart, and she was a no-nonsense woman. I still remember the first day that I met her. I was really nervous, kind of like I am right now. And I asked her, I asked her, "Where are you from?" And she says, "Nicaragua." And then she looks at me and she says, "I bet you don't even know where that is." I'm like, whoa. And I said, "I certainly do." Of course, I knew where it was, but I was so nervous, I said, "South America." And she starts laughing at me. As we all know, Nicaragua is in Central America. I had to prove to her that my father is from next door, Costa Rica, and so on and so forth. But anyway, the first time I met her, that's how we started. I knew I liked her right there. That was it. That's how it started. It took me a while, but I didn't want to pass her up, and here she is today. My lady.
Yeah!
Beckett. Well, the other person didn't show up, so what can I say? Anyway, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for helping me celebrate my 50th birthday party. I truly consider it an honor that all of you attended, that all of you are here. I hope you've had a great time. Thank you.